Hi guys, welcome back to Kimmy P Budgets. My name is Kim. I'm going to unstuff from my wallet what I've spent yesterday, and then I'm also going to do a cash stuffing for my wallet for the next week or 10 days. I probably don't sound normal, I guess. Yesterday, my boyfriend and I, on our way home from work, we were actually in a major car accident. If I remember, I'll post pictures, but a deer jumped from, we were on the highway, and the deer jumped from the other side of the highway and jumped right in front of us when we were on our way home. And the car is totally, I think it's going to be totaled. And I don't know if I mentioned previously before, we had went and bought this car. We went to Ohio and bought it. This was not even 6 months ago that we bought this car, and now I think it's pretty much totaled. But yeah, so I think both him and I kind of learned last night that, you know, you can't take life for granted. Unfortunately, you know, everyone is so busy in this life, and, you know, when situations like this happen, you kind of just start thinking. And it was on the highway. We were in the fast lane, and that's where the car had stopped. Airbags all deployed, and I jumped right out of the car. Thank God we had our seatbelts on. We are okay. We did take the day off to kind of just, you know, kind of gather our thoughts, you know, do some paperwork calls and all that good stuff. So yeah, it was a very scary time just because that was actually my first accident ever. And I would not wish this on anybody. This is not something that anyone should have to go through. But thankfully, you know, we are in the life that we're in. You know, whether we get a new car or not, that's totally up to him. It was his car. I do have my car, and he does have his other second car. But it's not a car that you drive in everyday weather, or it's not a winter car. So yeah, so what we took away from last night, I think, you know, it's almost like nobody gives a crap about what happens to you. So my thinking, or my motto, is always like, no one has you but you. So you always have to take care of yourself. I pretty much got out the car, and the cars were in the slower lane, if you will, and they were just driving by like nothing. And there was a car that was, I mean, we couldn't move the car. The car came to a complete stop. It didn't even turn on. And there was a car that was in our lane coming, but he was, you know, I mean, it's the highway, so, you know, you're going fast. And he literally put his brakes on, came up right behind us, and he honked the horn. And I'm like cussing at him, like, what do you think is going on right now? Like, why are you being this way? And, you know, I don't really like to cuss, but in the situation that we were in last night, like, I just had to. I was crying, I was hysterical, I was hyperventilating. It was the whole bit. And then there was an 18-wheeler that was right behind that guy coming down too. Now, I heard him honking, and my boyfriend and I thought that we were going to get killed last night. And I really thought that last night was going to be my last day alive. I'm sorry. And I thought the tractor trailer was actually going to rear end the SUV that was right behind us. And then I thought he was actually going to like plow through that car, our car, and the whole bit. So my boyfriend actually took off running the other direction where all the traffic was going. I'm pretty short. I'm 4'10", and I did not, and you know, the median where they had those concrete cinder blocks like in the middle to divide the highway. So I'm pretty short. So the block itself comes up like, I don't know, maybe like up to my shoulder when I'm standing right next to it. And I literally got on top of that cinder block and I straddled it, and with kind of watching the traffic going the opposite direction, making sure I did not get hit. And luckily the tractor trailer did not plow through all of us, and you know, he did stop. He did not hit the car that was behind ours, but everybody was fine, thank God. And he was the only one that stopped for us. He came out, checked on us, asked if we were okay. He waited until the cops came. Now luckily the police station was across the street, and I guess 2 cops were leaving to go do their duties, and they did see that the tractor trailer was at a complete stop, but they saw that the other traffic was going, and they were wondering what was going on. So they came over pretty much right away. It was like within like a couple minutes, I kid you not. Everything was happening fast. It was just, I don't even know. And last night was a lousy sleeping night. You know, thank God we're not completely hurt. We're okay. We're just dealing with the situation. You know, I do have a bum knee. He has a bum hip, but he's always had this hip issue. I just don't think that with the accident, it made it any better. My knee is more like a dermatitis situation. I think it's from the powder from the airbags. I'm not completely sure, but you know, it's better now. I did ice it all night. You know, it's still swollen a little bit, not completely. So yeah, you know, guys, just please wear your seatbelts. Please be careful on the roads. You know, these deer, they're just out running, and, you know, they're not looking, of course. You know, it's part of their nature. They're just doing their thing. But it's completely crazy. And, you know, I thank God that, you know, I'm only 29 and I'll be 30 next month. So I thank God that I will be here for my 30th birthday, because this could have ended really, really bad. And I thank God that, you know, it didn't. I think it's because of so much that we do good for people. I think that's kind of also why, like, we, you know, are still here. And by the grace of my grandmother, may she rest in peace, I felt like she was watching over us. It was crazy. The deer did not make it. The deer was very, very big. The cop did take him right off the road. It was just, the whole thing is crazy. I don't even know what to say. I'm very emotional about it. I'm still kind of like shaken up about it, honestly. But, you know, better days ahead. But yeah, so I just wanted to share that with you guys, not because I want you to feel sympathy for me or feel bad for me, because in this situation, it is bad. But you know what? We're good. We're here. You know, it's another day. We're just going to have to take it with stride, you know, take it in stride and just keep doing what we're supposed to be doing. But, you know, just take away from this little part of the video that, you know, life is too short, and, you know, you just never know when things can come to a sudden stop, or, you know, you may not be here for another day in this world, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, you know, just be kind to others. And I think that's very important. I know that's, you know, that can be difficult for a lot of people, but being nice goes a long way. And I'm not saying that these things don't happen if you're not nice, or if you are nice. I'm just saying, like, you know, you just have to be nice and just do what you have to do. And of course, being mean in this world, you're not going to get anywhere. No results, no nothing. So just be nice and just do what you're supposed to do, and just keep, you know, hanging on, especially in today's economy. You know, it's kind of crazy. So yes, so let's move on with this video. So I I spent a little bit of money yesterday, so I'm gonna unstuff from my envelopes to take back to the bank, and then I'm going to restock my envelopes for the week and the weekend. So we'll get started with that. Okay, so I have my little list here. This is from the last time that I did my cash unstuffing in my wallet. These are the new ones that I am doing for this unstuffing. So I do have to get one more binder. That is my beauty bar binder. So I'm gonna put that here. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna do my big receipt first. So Walmart was my stop yesterday. So as you can see, I have everything highlighted and it has a specific category. So the colors here will coordinate with over here. So we're gonna start with Walmart. I'm gonna start with spending because that's my first envelope. And that's going to be $20. I bought a Christmas throw blanket, and I bought a like a little notes notebook thing for work, and then I also bought cardstock yesterday, so that cost me a total of $20. I'm just gonna take a 20 out. So that's that. So in spending, I have a total of 10, 20, 21, 22, 23. Household, I bought like a dish scrubs, and I bought a couple toothpaste, and then I bought toilet paper. That came out to $27. So I'm gonna take, it came out like 26 something. I just round up. So 20, 25, 26, and 27. Groceries is going to get 14. This is when I went to Whole Foods yesterday. Let's see, 10 and a 5, and then I'll take a 1 from out of here. Oh, I didn't count. I don't think I counted household. So household now has 10, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32 left, but we'll recount it anyway because I have to put more money in. And groceries now has 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 102. Now, I have not decided. I think I just keep the money in here. If I don't use it for the rest of the week, I just keep it in here. I don't use it for my savings challenges. I know some people do, but I don't know. I haven't decided yet if that's what I want to do. Coffee. So has 5, 10, 15, 16, 17. So I went to Starbucks yesterday, and I usually go by the one at the hospital. And because the line was long, I did not. So after Walmart, I went over to this other Starbucks. They gave me like a drink, and it tasted like like a chemical taste, and I did not like that. So I went back up to by the hospital, and I told them about the situation, and I wasn't looking for like a free drink. I just told them that I'm just getting a new one because the other one tastes like chemicals, and they actually gave it to me for free. I just bought the ham and Swiss croissants, so I had 2 of those that I bought. So coffee is going to get it's just gonna get 21 because yeah, it's just 21. So I have 15, 16, 17 here. I need $4 more. I'm gonna grab it out of buffer. So let's see what buffer has. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I can't even do math right now. My brain is not working. Let me come back to this just because I have other things that I want to do too. So let me come back to this. So yeah, let me come back to this. So in my beauty binder, I did buy some hair products yesterday from Walmart. Well, not hair products. I got conditioner. So I'm gonna actually take that out of hair products because it's stuff that I use for my hair, and that cost me $16. So let me do a 20, and let me see if I can find. Okay, so this has 45. So if I give this a 20, I'm just gonna take a 5 back. That's fine. So I have 20, 25, and $30 remaining. So there's that. Okay. So let me check these off so I know that I did them. So household, I got groceries, hair products, spending. Oh, so I'm not gonna take money out of this because I used cash out of my buffer yesterday. I meant to use my card so I could bring you guys this video, but I did that. And then I went to Whole Foods yesterday and I used my cash as well. So that was already taken out of groceries. But I also have another binder that I want to take out, which is gifts. I think that's in my high priority binder. Yeah. So in gifts, I spent $42 yesterday. So I'm gonna take 42 out of here. That's 42. So now it only has 10 left. I don't have my pen up here, so I'll change this off camera. Whoops. So it only has 10 left. I'm just gonna leave that here. Okay. So gifts is done. Oh, and clothing. I don't know if that's in this binder or not. Clothing? No. It's also in my... Yeah. Clothing is in my low priority. So clothing, I'm gonna take 30 out. And again, I don't have my pen up here, so I can't. So I took out 30, and I'm gonna put a 20. So now it has 20, 40, 45, 50, 51. Took that out. Okay, so let me go back to, oh wait, spending. So for Starbucks, I have 21. So this is what I'm gonna do. So 15, 16, 17. I'm gonna take the other $4 out of groceries because I wanted to split up anyway. So let me see. 16, 17, 18. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna give groceries these $2 and put a 5. Actually, I'll just do this, that's fine. So coffee has nothing left. Grocery has 20, 60, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98 in groceries. Okay, so that's done. And then I did buy pretzels yesterday for the staff too, so I'm actually gonna take $10 out of groceries as well, because it is food to me anyway, so take $10 out. And then spending, let's see, 20, 21, 22, 23. I spent 26 at Staples, so I need $3 more. Take it out of buffer. So let me do 25 and 26. So buffer now has $4 left. So 25, 26. Okay, so now I have nothing in spending, a little bit in household, a little bit in groceries, nothing in coffee, nothing in gas, and $4 in buffer, and date night stays the same. So let's calculate how much I spent. I do have all my receipts here, but like this gas run, I bought a 2-liter soda for an office staff member, so I paid cash for that. And I also paid cash for my Whole Foods run. So I took that money already out of groceries. And then my couple Starbucks run, but I already told you guys that I got a free coffee just because the other one did not taste good. $10 for the pretzels, and then spending at Staples, and then Walmart got all this other, I had all these other things going on. So let's calculate how much I spent. So 30 plus 27 plus 14 plus 42 plus 16 plus 20 plus 21 plus 10 plus 26. Now I'm not going to add buffer or my Whole Foods because I paid cash. So here should have $206. So we're going to count that. And then it's going to go back into the bank. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 1. That's 100, 150, 160, 170, 175, 180, 185, 190, 195, 200, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm missing $1, which is okay. I will take it out of my buffer in my wallet. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick this money in my bank envelope, and it's gonna go right back to the bank because I initially spent it with my debit card. So we're taking all this money back to the bank. I'll do that today. Okay. So let me get this off the table, and I will also scan all these receipts in my Fetch Rewards to get a gift card eventually. Alright, so that's done. Now, let's bring the money to the table. And we're going to count how much cash I have here to put back into my wallet. So, sorry, I'm putting some moisture stuff on my fingers. So in 20s, I have 20, 40, 60, 80. 10s, I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 5s, these are kind of nice 5s, so bear with me. So I have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that's $205, which is crazy because I'm putting $206 back into the bank, but that's fine. This is some crazy stuff we're doing, but we're doing it. Okay, so spending is going to get 50, and that's a 20, 2 tens, a 5, and 5 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now spending has 20, 30, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. Household has 10, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32. Household is going to get 25, so that's 2 tens and a 5. I always like to have a good variety. That way I'm not using too many big bills. Household now has 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 56, $57 in household. Now I probably don't need anything, so this money probably will sit in here for at least a few days because I don't really need anything. I actually am. I'm lying. I'm actually gonna go out and buy some gel ice packs to put in the freezer so I can use it for my knee. Groceries is going to get 75, so that's 2 20s, 2 10s, 2 5s, and 5 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Groceries currently has 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88. Now with all this money added to it, $20, $40, $60, $80, $100, $10, $20, $30, $35, $40, $45, $50, $55, $56, $57, $58, $59, $60, $61, $62, $63, $163. I do actually have to buy some ice cream. Ran out of ice cream. I love ice cream. It's one of my favorite desserts. So I have to buy some ice creams, and I've actually been addicted right now to like sliced cheese. I like Colby Jack and like Swiss cheese, so I usually go and buy like the bricks, or the store I go to Giant. It's just up the street from the house, so it comes in a slice of cheese of Colby Jack cheese, which I like, and then Swiss, they don't have it, so I buy the brick and then I just cut it myself. Coffee is going to get 20, and that's going to be 3 5s and 5 singles, so 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Coffee has nothing in it because I just emptied it. So now it has 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I like their peppermint mocha from Starbucks, and I actually had it the other day at Dunkin', and I like the ones from Dunkin' better. I don't know. But yeah, so there's that. Honestly, I could probably just make it at home, but yeah. Gas is getting nothing. Buffer is going to get $10, and that's 2 5s. These are nice crispy 5s. So now Buffer has 10, 11, 12, 13. I usually like to do the 5s and 1s for Buffer, that way it's not too crazy. Date night is also going to get 25. So 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Date night currently has 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 125. So now with the 25 here, it should be 150. So 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 140, 145, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 150. gonna put this for, let me see. I'm going to do the other day's date. I think, I don't even know what today's date is. Today is the 12th. The date is wrong, but I'll fix that off camera. So, I usually like to put the pay dates on those days. So I'm gonna go back to the bank. I'm gonna take this to the bank, put it back in my account from what I spent. And then I am going to the nail salon today, so I'm gonna just try to relax today and just kind of calm down from yesterday. I just dropped my decor, but that's fine. Yeah, so yeah, I'm sorry guys that it wasn't very chatty Cathy today or very peppy at all in this video. It's just, I'm just still trying to work out my emotions from what happened yesterday. But as always, please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I am trying and working on uploading videos every couple of days or so, just bringing you guys something new. I am going to be working on another thing, bringing something to you guys to make this budgeting more realistic. So stay tuned for that. And as always, take care of yourselves. You know, because tomorrow's never guaranteed, right? So please take care of yourselves, and you know, just, you know, I'm not making this a religious thing, but you know, like, just be good, and you know, just pray if you need to. Whatever you do, whatever makes you happy and whatever works for you, just continue to do that. But yeah, so I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.